Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So, sticking with the theme of our last video, we're going to cover some more ATF changes and some more things that are coming down the pipe. Try to answer some questions for you guys out there. Today we're going to cover ghost guns. All right, so I don't like the term ghost gun, but it is what the media has been using quite a bit lately. So for those of you unfamiliar with the term, a ghost gun is a homemade firearm that is unserialized. There's a lot of people that like to make their own guns, and it's your right to be able to do that. And historically, you are not required to do any kind of serializing or anything with it as long as you are making it for yourself and you keep it for yourself to be used by yourself. Lately, there's been a lot of issues with it, so the ATF has decided they need to do something about it. So they're coming out with some legislation. Not legislation. They're coming out with some fun new rules to regulate ghost guns. So I have Karma here because she knows all about the guidelines for us dealing with the ATF. So she's going to answer some of these questions as far as what to expect if you bring a ghost gun to a facility like ours to have any kind of work done on it. We can't answer a lot of questions as far as, you personally making a gun. You can find all these answers on the ATF's website. From what we have read, it doesn't appear that that's really going to affect you at all. A lot of these rules are only going to affect you if you bring them to a facility to have any kind of work done, whether that be coating work or what have you, whatever you might want done to it. So,
Brock's correct. So, according to the ATF, because of the Gun Control Act, you don't have to serialize your homemade firearm or your privately made firearm is what they're calling them now, PMF. You don't have to serialize that unless you are selling it into commerce or something like that. Selling it to somebody else, that is when you have to serialize it. Or now the new regulation is if you take it to a dealer or FFL, somewhere you're gonna have some work done, if you leave it there longer than 1 day, then the FFL or dealer cannot give it back to you until it is serialized or marked, they're calling it. And that marking is not just whatever number you come up with, but it has to have part of the FFL's FFL number as the first part of that serial number. It's just an abbreviation of the FFL number, and then the second half of that serial number will be a unique number. So that is the difference. You can still get it back to you without having to go through a background check. Whoever brings it in, as long as it is marked, can be given right back to that same person. Now, even if you have already marked your firearm, your privately made firearm, your PMF, with your own serial number, if you are taking it to an FFL holder, they still have to mark it with their abbreviated number before they can give it back to you. Now, again, that only applies if it is there for over 1 day. If you're there for just a couple hours and get it back, then this doesn't apply to you. Now, there are federal laws versus state laws. This is a federal regulation. The ATF talked about, you still have to comply with your state laws as well. This isn't instead of them. So make sure you're double checking where you live and how this applies to you.
So when is this all going to happen?
So the ruling, it passed in April, and it won't take effect until August. August 24th is the day it takes effect. So if you have a privately made firearm at a dealer for work right now, if you pick it up before then this won't apply to you. If it's already there, even before that happens, if it's already there and you don't come get it back until after August 24th, the dealer can't give it back to you until it is marked.
And it's happening. It's not proposed It's just happening and that's the effective date.
Correct. That's correct. And you can find all the information out on the ATF's website. It's atf.gov. You can go there and see a summary of the ruling. You can pull up the actual ruling itself, that it's 98 pages. You can read through all the fine print. They're also supposed to be adding a frequently asked questions portion that's supposed to be on their website within the next couple of weeks. I checked this morning, and as of this video, it's not on there yet. So stay tuned to more information from the ATF on that.
All right, well, there you have it. More rules and regulation, more stuff for you to have to worry about. Sleep well.
Last note.
Oh.
If you think of any questions or have a question pop into your mind right now, comment below on it. We'll look up and see if we can find the information for you, and we can all help each other through these changes.
Bye.